Hey everyone, I'm Tassenix. Welcome back to another episode of Grand Arena Championship. It is Season 81, 5 versus 5, Week 2, Round 3. If you've been keeping up with what's been going on here on Discord, so I got matched into the start of this week, a bracket with only myself and Herbert in it as like real players. The rest of these are Erodiums, right? And it just so happened that I think he's on summer vacation or something, because I've never known him not to play. And for him to fail, because he has 0 wins in this week, right? For him to have 0 wins in this week means that he just didn't play at all. He chose not to. So I'm assuming it's summer vacation. Maybe he wants to trench to actually have more real matches. The third possible interpretation, the one that I'm going to prefer to keep in my headcanon, is that he's absolutely terrified of me personally, and that's got to be the reason, right? Anyways, I don't really have a good match for you because I have an Erodium, but that is why it is such a pleasure to be joined by another excellent Grand Arena player, somebody who I've been wanting to have the opportunity to feature when the opportunity next presented itself. It is Livid, and we're up against FCDadadann this match. First of all, hi Livid, how you doing? Oh man, it's such a pleasure to have you. And I think we've got your voice coming through properly. Let me double check all that. Right, Discord. Better make sure I got that right. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Okay, yeah, we should have you. So, anyways, guys, it's FCDadadann. You know, FCDadadann and Dark Killer have been featured here many times, and I actually see Dadadann joined us here in voice. How you doing, man? Good evening to you.
Hi, Tess.
Glad you could be here, man. It's going to be a fun match.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
Now, typically, to keep everything fair, the custom I didn't pre-communicate with FCDadadann here, but typically the custom is, if Livid, for example, was going to be the one streaming, it would have been great if FCDadadann could have cleared Livid's bottom front wall before the stream. I don't know if that's happened. Not that that's required. It's just a streamer's courtesy type of thing.
Yeah, he messaged me last night actually when we matched up to say exactly that. He would clear my bottom front, and in fact, he's cleared the whole board. So,
well, don't spoil any further. But wow, that's all right. That's more than fair. Thank you, Dadadann. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys, we have a match to get started with here. Somebody's scraping their mic really good. Who's scraping their mic so good? You figured that out. Let's start the prediction. All right, Livid, what kind of odds do you want to give the people today? You think you're going to have how many drops? How many are less? How many are more?
I think it's going to be a 0 drop or a 1 drop type of match.
Okay.
You'll see the reason why when I pull up the board in a second. But yeah,
okay.
should be a good one.
All right, I hear you. Jeez, I think I know. I think I know what's coming. Why do I have ads when I'm subbed, Tass? Fix this. I don't know. I don't control the back end of Twitch. I'm just a man.
Can you control the bets so I can win this time?
No, I cannot manipulate the bets. Not like that. I can manipulate them other ways that I still won't do.
I'm putting it all in red.
Fair enough.
I'm putting it all in red. Let's hope.
Yeah, if there are ads, I mean, that's one of the main reasons to subscribe is to not get ads. I don't even know if there is such a thing as a box that I could check, Grax, to turn subs back on. But if there is such a box, I have not knowingly done so. Yeah, got a lot of people in the chat excited to see this match. Good to see everybody. I'm glad you like the opening song, Frick Frack. Good to see you. Art Vandalay, User, Womprat, Hera, Greyport. Good to see you. Feathers out there in the chat. Hugsy, Ganroth. Good to see you all. All right, so the prediction should be live over on Twitch. Let's go ahead and get the compare information on screen and get underway. Let me cue up the music for all you folks. How do you like the music?
It does. I mean, it could get you to stream.
You
In this
are
book?
just so spoiled. You know that? I mean, don't you want to see his stream when we get there? But you know, I'll put up mine until then.
There's like 6 people in this VC, so it's not just me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm just watching Livid, but his computer might crash mid-game, so...
Fair. Fair.
Yeah, that's different.
All right. So it is Livid in Vanguard of Disorder versus Green Dadakale in Green Alliance. Rank 290 fighting rank 279. So here inside the top 300 of Kyber 1. It is 15.4 million GP for Livid to Dadadann 16.1. Okay. All right. Top 80 GP, it's 3.14 million to 3.20. Zetas 448 to 460. We don't know which ones. GAC Omicron 66 to 105. So Livid's much, much lighter on GAC Omicrons. Top 80 average speed, however, Livid coming out ahead 157 to 154. Odd analysis for plus 25 speeds. Livid's 201 to Dadadann's 160. For 20 to 24 speeds, it's 329 to 306. Plus 20 speeds, it's 530 to 466. So competitive, but Livid's ahead. Plus 4% offense secondaries, 128 to Dadadann's 105. And plus 6% offense secondaries, it's 42 to 27. Livid again, coming in heavy on this. Now, for defense, plus 9% defense secondaries, 78 to Dadadann's 105. And 14% or better defense secondaries, 19 to 21. So advantage to Dadadann there. Relic analysis, Livid's the lightweight, 2206 to 2479 total levels. Relic 10 characters, actually, they're equal. Both have 9. Relic 9s, it's 52 to Dadadann's 78. Relic 8s, it's 74 to Dadadann's 94. So yeah, Livid's got the edge on mods, and apparently here on relics as well. But the rest, or sorry, not relics, but Datacrons. And the rest of the advantages belong to Dadadann. But yes, Datacron analysis, total rerolls. Livid's 253 to Dadadann's 129. Level 9 Datacrons, it's 39 to 33, Livid's favor. Levels 6 to 8, it's 2 to 0. And levels 3 to 5, it's 9 to 11. All close. Hey, Kadar, good to see you. And thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate that, man. Wow, we just kicked off a hype train. I didn't even notice that. Thank you, guys. Wow, we're 69% through level 1 hype train. Nice. And yes, because the hype train is live, I owe you guys a hat change. Switch to the mall hat briefly. Guys' favorites. Thank you, sweetness. I see your tablet died in my stream, which is just the perfect time for you to be without it. I love that. Oh, yes. I can tell. This is going to be just fantastic. Well, thank you, guys. Appreciate you kicking off the hype train. And, yeah, let's keep this moving. Yes, sweetness. I know you're going to want me to get you something. You're going to have to give me a minute. Please wait. I'm going to do this intro, and then I'll take a quick break for you, if you'll allow it. All right, Galactic Legends. This kid is strong. Literally trying to physically drag Dad off the screen. Okay. Pretty good crawl here on the GLs. Anything that really jumps out? No, pretty competitive stuff. Okay. Thicker Baylan versus faster Baylan. Fast cat still, I see, Livid.
I will mention, actually, I think this might be my TW mods at the moment. So
yes, well, then it's all
most
busted.
accurate.
I've done this myself. Yeah. That's fair. Thank you for the follow sticks. Hey, appreciate that, man. Thank you. Welcome. Yes. Thinking, says Heratran. All right, and then all the relics are equal here on fleets. All right, before I go through the Omega Bot report, I better see what this sweet one needs. So I'm going to put it on Be Right Back. I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, people, we're back. Daughter demanded a surprise bath in the afternoon. Such are the perils of summer vacation. And yeah, so we're here looking at the OmegaBot report, just comparing Dadadann and Livid here. We can see which Omicrons are sticking out. Sage Ventress, Baylan Skull, BKM a little bit. Interesting. A few ones that I like missing, but we'll see to what degree they're essential. Now, as far as squad banner efficiency, now this is interesting. The Dadadann's scoring a lot of efficient scores here. That's the blue bars. More so than many of his opponents. But curiously, his opponents are scoring equal numbers of 67s against him and actually even more 68s. There may be some room to work with it. On defense, Dadadann has been setting Baylan, Jabba, Ray Swolo, Aphra, DVDE, Great Mothers, BKM, Jedi Master Mace, Cassian Undercover, General Syndulla, probably Ahsoka team, and Jango. Sometimes a couple things get rotated. Malevolence, Chimera, and Leviathan on defense. Bottom front, we might expect to see Ray Swolo, Jedi Master Mace, Cassian Undercover, Jango, and then your choice. Yeah. Saw, Gas. So one, Jango, Saw, Gas, something like that. One of those three. On offense, Dadadann's been using Queen, Pirate King, Lord Vader, Stranger Starkiller, Leia, Slacker, JMK, Reva, Sith Eternal, Ahsoka. So interesting. A General Syndulla parted off. So, but they'd also said that Exile Ezra was in there. Okay, curious. Satele, Jango, Seer, JML, Traya, whatever else is needed, I suppose. Home 1, Executor, and Profundity on offense. And only 2 drops all season from Dadadann on 1 Stranger and on 1 DVDE. All right, where did we end on the prediction? Wow, it's more or less evenly split, Livid. 53% of points wagered went with 0 drops. 47% went 1 or more. We'll find out. Now, you're already streaming on your end in the Discord. Let me go ahead and pull up.
Yep.
Maximized. All right, got you on screen now. Why don't you take us through your defense and then, through what Dadadann's got down.
Okay, great. Okay, so I didn't change up too much this round from my previous. Front wall kind of standard stuff. Ahsoka, Ezra, Rey, Pirate King Hondo. Gungans, I didn't have a particular use for them on offense, so I'm just throwing them down on defense as filler. Top wall up here, we've got Mace, Saw with Cassian. I've been setting that all season. I think there's slightly fewer counters to it than Cassian lead. Although mine are only Relic 2, so it's probably not stopping many people. Then we've got DVD with the Cron. I was meaning to set Traya actually with this, but I forgot to do that, so no Traya. And then Jabba. And you'll notice up here we have a hold on Mace actually, which kind of surprised me because it's sort of like the weakest team on the board. I think actually Dadadann did message me. I think he was trying a JMK underman or something.
Oh wow.
And he brought, I think it was like he brought Mace instead of someone, or someone instead of Mace, and he thought that costed him. So yeah, but if you notice the score, 1848 is not a bad score for a drop. So
not at all.
It's not going to be easy, even with that drop of leeway. And then in the back, I have Bowdown, Stranger Lumion standard. Seems to be standard this season. And a Leia team. I've not been setting R2 to try and push back a bit on Inquisitors, because you don't get the cleansing from crits, so there's fewer death marks flying around. I think Inquisitors still win, because we have GI Cron obviously right now, and the Wordy level 6. And the other problem is Drogon with his level 9. He goes first anyway, and Deathmox himself turn 1. So
Right.
it's probably still dropping. It's probably still falling to inks, but I was, STL's quite nice. Stealth, got the 2 Wookiees here. The one thing I did change on my board from previous rounds is I picked up SLK. I had SLK down instead of Bow. And I was using Bow. I was saving Bow for killing LV. And given, Dadadann has a bit of a reputation for, posting very high scores, saving a lot of powerful teams for offense. So I decided there was not much point in me setting SLK. He's not really a team that bleeds banners. It's either, you use Bane or you use JMK. Both of them 65 pretty easily. It's just, whether you have them or not. So I decided it wasn't worth setting him. I just pulled him for offense to maybe give me some extra banners somewhere. And then fleets I can show as well. So this is kind of my standard fleet defense. Levy, Phantom, Mark 6 to try and bleed banners in a mirror. Because Phantom will come out, then Mark 6 gets to come out a turn earlier and can snipe someone. So you can, get between like a 68 and a 72, depending on coin flips in the Levy mirror. Negotiator, I think he knows about the exec 3-man. You can 3-man Negotiator with exec, and that will get you 78 banners because of the bug where destroying the capital ship gives you an extra +1. So I think he probably got a 78 on this. So, hindsight, maybe I should have set something else, but I don't think there's much else that he would have bled on without me, setting one of my big fleets. And then Malevolence. Again, nothing too crazy. So I think that's the whole board then.
Nice.
If we take a look at his defense now, so EP with Traya, so that's to push back on Baylan, so I'm not going to be able to do Baylan there. Baylan on defense is quite interesting actually. That's the first time I've seen this season. Then we got Mace and Cobb. Seems to be the standard team that people are sort of gravitating towards in GAC. Yeah. Does have the Omi, the Relic 9 Cup. Take a look at the top. We've got, this is quite interesting, Omega with Shorty and the Shorty Cron. Bonus turn, bulk level 3. So yeah, that will be quite interesting. I'll have to think about what to do on that later. And then Jabba, Bow. I'll probably do Zori on Bow. And then an Aphra team, which again probably just designed to steal banners with Grievous here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm expecting probably a Rey in the back. I know he does like saving Ahsoka for offense. If Ahsoka is on defense, I have my Great Mothers for that. That'll be fine. I checked the speeds before the match, so we'll be able to run that. Unless he sets Syndulla lead, but then we have other options. Probably a Stranger on the back wall. Stranger's quite good at bleeding banners against Jango, because Maul can just delete people. And then, if I had to guess the third team, maybe like a Cassian team, or a Soul lead Cassian, because I don't see him on the front wall. And a lot of people are setting him, so without further ado, I guess we'll get straight into it.
Very good.
Hour and a half, which should be plenty. So I don't need to be super efficient. Like 1848 is pretty beatable as long as I don't drop. The problem comes if he sets something in the back that I'm not prepared for. Like, I don't know if maybe there's a chance he could set like gas with Stranger and block my bounty hunters, but then I'll have Satele. So I just got to be a bit cautious about saving the right teams for the back. But I guess we will start off with Traya here. Doesn't feel too expensive. And let's see, triple Omi. Good amount of crit damage. Prod up level 3. To activate the level 6, or you already get product from Temple Guard. So personally, I would have gone with Bulk, but should we bring a 5th? It's the first match. We should probably play it a bit safer and bring 5th member. This we're going to save for Bane, I suppose.
Okay.
This we might save for Zori if we have room for that. I guess we could spend Dedricron here actually. The health and the defense. Yeah, okay. Let's go for it. Oh, actually, thinking maybe the crit void might not have been the best idea now, because when he doesn't have resilient defense, he's not going to be vulnerable, so you kind of want your Savage getting crit to feed you TM. Let's isolate. Get rid of the speed up.
Yeah, I didn't want to unduly influence before you'd started the fight. But yeah, I think with the Kron you're using, maybe you don't need Scion. Not that he doesn't help you here. I think he is nice to have.
Yeah, he's definitely quite redundant. I'm just I haven't fought this Kron yet, so I don't know. I was slightly wary of the extra crit damage and everything. So
would not want to be caught out.
Sure. Yeah, and just because we've got a bit of room to work with, we do have that drop, and it is the first match. Or the first match rather, so if I need to ban a pinch, we can do it on other teams, I think. But yeah, looking at this now, definitely could have got away with no Scion.
Yeah, and I think since when I'm able to have both sides of the guest match on stream, I'll offer you guys, like, I could be a lifeline for each of you for like 3 questions over the course of the match, something fun like that. But when Dadadann's gone ahead and cleared the whole board, I don't feel that I can fairly give you any tips.
Yeah.
So I'll look up stuff for you if you ask me to on Insight to save you the time, something like that. But I'll try not to put my finger on the scale otherwise.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. I've got most of this planned out, I think. Most of the front wall, at least. I may end up changing some things when we see the back, but for the most part, I think it should be... I should have my plan pretty set in stone.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, this looks like... kind of thinking about 3-manning this next time, actually.
Thank you for the follow, Tommy Swugga. By the way, guys, sorry I didn't thank you earlier. Thank you for the hype train. I had to go AFK and draw my daughter a bath. An emergency bath. Emergency because she demanded it was so, not because there was some horrid accident. Thank God. And yeah, so, I wasn't here to see or push the hype train to go higher. And I thank you guys for creating one in the first place. And yes, thank you for the follow, Tommy Swugga.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Okay, what should we use here? So I 3-manned this yesterday, and it went pretty well.
Nice.
I think I brought this Grom when I did it, but it felt kind of overkill, so I might bring this one instead, because I did lose a banner yesterday.
I can see it.
This level 3 with the recovery might be quite nice.
Sure.
Just trying to think if we want to save. Satele has Bastilacron. Do we need the Hyper anywhere else? Possibly Bad Batch. They'd probably rather defense. Yeah, okay, I feel pretty comfortable with this. Relics don't look too crazy, so I think the one I faced yesterday was like Relic 9s and 8s, so yeah, I feel pretty comfortable doing this. Start with an AoE. Let's give this to... Let's give it to JKL. And then I think we'll just stun. There we go, repost. He's distracted, so he can't gain bonus TM. Yeah, so we'll give it to Luke, get rid of the taunt. Stun could be nice here, but we're also going to be getting some extra thermals. I think we can take a few thermals. Let's get that on Cal. There we go. And now that's Scavenger, so we'll get rid of him next. Let's avoid stacking up a few more. Let's swap to Luke here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to lose 2 banners here. Killed them a bit too fast. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe we can get some back on Cal.
Yeah, I wonder if you think there's merit to dropping Cal and having Hoda, like the control of JKL.
Yeah,
seems
possibly.
Nice.
We are going to be getting buffs here because we're giving
Fair.
Jedi lessons, but we're now at the max. We're not going to be getting it, so that might have got him to full. Let's find out. Just basic. I think he does less damage, or he's relic 10 though, so deltas maybe. Okay. We're not going to get Luke back to full, so I think we just ensure Cal's topped off. 65. Okay, we did lose 2. So maybe should have brought Hoda, yeah. Even if we still brought Cal, Hoda.
Yeah, Cal and Hoda, JKL and Hoda, something like that, maybe.
Yeah, or even just the 4 of them would have been a 66 most likely.
Sure,
So
that's also fair, which would have been better than, say, running Gungans, which is also a pretty easy 65 against Cobb.
Yeah, I've heard about Gungans.
Yeah.
I've also heard a lot of people using bow. I tried
that.
my bow in round 1 of this week and I lost miserably. It was a relic 10 Cobb and I think everybody else was relic 9, so that may have been part of it. Because I think I think the strat for bow kind of revolves around you go into birds quite early and then you just snipe out Cobb before he gets to do anything. But you know, relic 10, he was pretty well modded, had a good cron. That did not happen, so he lived birds and then just kind of shredded my team.
Do you recall if he had a crit damage triangle?
I don't know actually. I can check. I think it was round 1. Let's have a look. Yeah, relic 10 Cobb. No, he was full bulk modded, protection.
Modding. Okay, fair.
Yeah, there may have been quite a lot of crit damage on the cron. I don't remember. I just remember I took about 3 turns and then died. So it was not very fun.
I get it.
Okay, now I think I want to spend SLK here. I think I'm going to 3-man it. I'm considering saving him for the back because he can kill Stranger and it'll probably be cleaner than Bounty Hunters against Lumicron.
Mm-hmm.
But then the problem I run into is I don't know what else kills Baylan cleanly. Like BB2 can do it. I think Satele can probably do it, but I want to save her in case there's an LV. LV could probably kill Baylan with like... Oh, I don't have Lumicron, I guess. Reaver can do it, but that won't be clean because of the doubt. Bane probably does it, but I don't know about OG Honda if he'll complicate things. So I think I'm just going to stick with SLK and deal with the back wall when we get to it. What do we want here? Probably crit damage. Yeah, I think this is probably... Do I still have my crit chance? 1, 4... Yeah, we have that for Great Mothers if we need it.
Hey, dudes, there's third cousin. Yeah, I have so little experience getting to see anything this week. I'm glad to see Cobb used, whether it's on defense or offense. I haven't gotten to do anything with mine all week.
Oh, I'll put this out there. You're probably not going to get to see my Cobb on offense. No Omis, Relic 4 Lobot. I don't think I even put good... Oh, I put decent ones on him, actually.
Sith Lord Katie, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
I think he can still kill Jabba without the Omi, but I'm probably not going to risk that. having never tried it. Okay, so let's find a cron for this. That's probably quite nice. If we see an Ahsoka on the back, we have Great Mothers.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. And again, I think he's probably saved. Saved his Ahsoka for offense. Okay, so the one thing to consider here, Hondo's not going to move because we block bonus TM, but Han is going to go and he's going to stun somebody. If he stuns Hux, we're not going to get the swap back, but I think Rey should still outrun. We'll be able to poke. I mean, we're not going to be able to die until they kill Morocco anyway, so I think we're fine, to be honest. Oh, whoever's slowest on the team is probably Hondo, and they shoot SLK, so we're good. So I think we want to poke Shin, because then when Hux swaps back here... Oh, there's no taunt anyway, right? Because it's no Baylan FDC anymore. Rey's not actually going, so I kind of wonder if we just go for like a kill on Rey on Shin here to reset TM. If we basic, we'll get a triple hit. We have 100 crit damage. I think that's what we do. There we go. Reset TM. Got advantage back. Probably still want to stun Baylan. Now, I might actually just hit Baylan. We'll get extra hits because he's stunned. Push our ultimate. Let's do a swipe. Maybe we should have. Okay. Yeah, let's ensure we get the kill here. There we go, nice. Pop ultimate, reset cooldowns. Let's just poke again, stall it out a bit. This should be a lightning, we reset our cooldowns, and fantastic.
Really nicely executed. Well done.
Yeah, it might have gone a bit different if we'd had Hux get stunned, but I mean, we had a lot of control and a lot of crit damage, so probably would have been fine in the end.
You took your gamble and it came up.
Okay.
Yeah, came up heads for you. Nice.
Okay, so now this was the one team I was kind of back and forth on. So I can't do Baylan because Traya is here. He's just going to cleanse the stun from DVDE. I could try JMK. That'll be a win, but then he's probably going to have like a Saw team on the back, like Saw Cassian, or maybe just Cassian lead, which I've been using JMK on all season. I think Satele can work as well actually on Saw with Bastilacron, so that's a backup. I took a quick look at the win rates, and Bane is not actually amazing here. It's like 75, 80-ish. I'm guessing because, you know, you just get fractured turn 1, and then they probably, like, they do have quite a lot of damage, so I think we'll hold off on Bane. And they can also kill Saw as well if they come across him.
Fabi says, Bane always wins if you don't kill EP with Bane. Lord Vader Oppo can two-man this, right, no? He says?
Yeah, LV can. Problem is, I tried LV last week with a full team and I nearly lost. I was probably playing it stupid. I brought, what did I bring? Amplify Agony level 3, I think, and DVDE just kind of killed my sides. Like, he killed DCT, he killed CX with AoEs. They did have Tarkin. Tarkin is quite a lot of damage, so that was probably contributing. I know you can 2-mana with Aphra, I've seen people doing that. I'm just, again, don't know if I want to risk something like that this early into the board. And I'd also kind of like to save LV for Jabba, because you can 4-man that, I think. And while I could do Aphra versus Jabba, given I think he has quite high relics on his Jabba team, And my Aphra team is not that good. I've only got one Omi on her. Yeah, a lot of health. That cleanse is interesting, actually. Cleanse level 3. So my Aphra team, like, it can work, but there's also a good chance Jabba gets to ultimate, and then that's -3 banners. So I'd rather just do LV, I think. So anyway, all that to say, I think I'm gonna spend my JMK early, and then we'll deal with whatever's on the back. It's probably not going to be anything crazy, because again, he put up a 2048 with a drop, so I know he's got a lot on offense. Yeah, I think you can 4-man this as well, but just slightly concerned about like Traya isolating Mace, and then getting kind of screwed from there.
Mm-hmm.
I do also have Reaver for his Jabba, but if he sets General Syndulla lead, Ahsoka in the back, I kind of want to have my Reaver available for that. So yeah, I think I'm pretty set on this. Let's give it a go. I guess we just want Leap Out, Royal Guard. Fracture on Cat, that's not great. Probably still reset her cooldowns. We can probably... Oh, she's fractured, she's not going to assist anyway.
Yeah, and you know, I had an opponent, I think it was Herbert last week, that took the 4-man JMK in against my DVDE and did lose. So
right.
So it's probably fair that you took the full 5.
Yeah. So we've got our accuracy back because we spent the first turn doing that. I'm kind of considering cleansing snips here, although Cat's gonna go and leave. I think we probably just push ult charge actually, to be honest.
That's what I would have done there.
Let's get that. Want to get the kill on Palp with. Okay, so let's. I think we delete here. Just get him out of the way. Do I want to do this? You're dazed, so you're not going to assist. Considering going for a stun actually on DVD. There we go.
When Traya goes, she'll cleanse. Or sorry, when DVDE goes, he'll cleanse himself from Traya, right?
It's locked stun, so it'll
Oh
stay
yeah,
there.
sorry.
I'm kind of thinking about early ulting here, honestly. We'll still have buff immunity, but it will mean we get rid of the stun on snips. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it, actually. Because then also it means JMK is going to be ignoring... I don't think we want to hit over there, because we're going to be ignoring protection on Sith now. Let's basic cleanse some debuffs so we have our accuracy removed. Okay. Swap to JMK. So let's swap to Cap first. Let's do this.
Nice.
There we go. Kill. Ooh, that's bad. Okay.
See, I was gonna say you should do it calling himself.
I did call himself, but Snips.
Oh, and she still assisted anyway and got
special,
the killing.
Yeah.
Man,
So that's quite, I kind of thought that would one shot, to be honest.
That's what I would have expected for you too. Yeah.
Yeah, you only ignore. Is it only ignore out of turn? I'll read it in JMK's kit in a second. It might be in his. It's in his lead, I think, or his unique.
It is out of turn attacks.
Only out of turn attacks ignore. Okay. Where is it?
It is under high ground, so wherever high ground is, I believe it's the lead.
It's the ultimate.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I don't think it actually says in here though, does it?
It does. All Jedi
Oh,
allies
when
ignore protection
targeting
when
a
targeting a
Sith.
Sith enemy.
Oh, so it is on his turn as well. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that JMK middle didn't kill. Because
Yeah, after you click the alt button for the first time, for the rest of the fight, the Jedi allies ignore taunt or ignore protection versus Sith.
protection. Yeah, so that's what kind of surprised me is we didn't kill with that JMK middle. Because Palp is like a very prot stacked character generally. His health pool is not very high. Oh well, -3. Is that? Yeah, it is, okay. No stranger. But we do have this team. So we can't use Grey Mothers. Ray will probably do QA. I'm not going to chance Zori.
You can do Grey Mothers,
Zach.
but
you
need a Sajkron.
You're gambling really
tricky.
heavily.
Yeah, you also need a Sajkron and like the right speeds.
I don't think a Sajkron really
We did that yesterday.
guarantees you a win. But you're not just like banking on TM removal.
You tenacity down.
From who?
I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying it's possible.
Where's the tenacity down?
On Death Trip Operadia.
Yeah, but he doesn't move until like they all go.
Styx did it and it was working, but Fatal didn't say.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like it can work, but you're going to be gambling on like this TM removal, aren't you? Because
oh yeah, it's like a last ditch effort. I wouldn't.
Glad's going to go. She's going to feed 25% TM to whoever she targets with more eyes because they don't have Exile under General Syndulla lead, so they can gain TM. So like if she targets Syndulla, she's just gonna fracture Morgan, and then you're kind of just screwed. Like you can, if she doesn't target Syndulla, I think you can actually contest speeds if you bring a preload Cron. Like I think 360 with preload just about outruns like a 370 something Ezra. Yeah, but then you're gambling on who this TM push goes to because she gives 25% TM. But anyway, we don't need to use Night Sisters. We have Reaver. We want these guys. I do have Bane as well. I feel like Bane's probably not going to do so well against Dedra FTC, and I do actually have to consider how this is going to look against Dedra FTC, because I did this yesterday, or 2 days ago, I think. And it was pretty easy, but it wasn't Dedricron. So okay, sorry about that, I'm back. I was just speaking to someone. Where was I? Oh yeah, Cron, okay. I think I brought TM when I did this 2 days ago. Slightly better damage stats. But, what do we want here? Kind of leaning towards TM, honestly. You have so many assists that, like, as long as you're taking turns, you kind of don't have an issue with damage. So I feel like making sure we get out ahead of them, because they have plus 150 speed from Syndulla lead, so they are going to be very, very fast. But I think we can contest it if we bring preload and get the speed up from GI. So I think this is my best option. Just checking. QA might be a thing. Other than that, Bane, and I think you probably get close to timing out because of their TM gains and the savior mechanics and stuff from Syndulla lead. Yeah, okay. Pretty happy with this. Let's try it. Okay, so I think you probably want to start with an ability block so that she doesn't feed TM to somebody, although she would cleanse, which would feed me TM as well. Let's just ability block, that's what I did last time. Oh yeah, and then hopefully we get triggered. Nice, we got one. Let's try for a buff immunity. Nice, we got it.
Yeah, I like that.
7th trigger. No, there we go. Okay. Oh. Could feed TM to my team by pulling off some purge. Yeah, I think I like that. I might go for Hu Yang first. Or no, it's probably Syndulla. No reason to do that. Yeah, all it does is pull off purge as well. No. She's gonna basic. Yep. Let's go for another basic. Probably do have to be a bit conscious of time in this match. Healing immunity. There we go. She's gonna die. She will get a fracture off actually, which is quite annoying, but we should be okay. Let's get rid of Hu Yang next. Can we kill like both of them here? Yeah, let's DI on both. And there's no ultimate from Hu Yang because it's not what is it? Not Ahsoka lead, so there's no reunite for him to use. Okay, let's push back his TM because he doesn't have more eyes. Or just kill him. And then now it's just making sure we finish with full banners. So let's do that. Let's go for an armor shred. I think we're still full, so I'll save that and just go for a basic. Get some extra assists. And we're looking pretty full. Let's use it anyway, just in case. And there we go, nice.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I don't think you could format that. Maybe against like a lesser DC you could format that. Like drop 8th brother. Because by the time he got a turn, the match was already kind of in hand.
And this is only a thing against General Syndulla lead, or would you do this to Ahsoka equally?
I think you can maybe do it versus Ahsoka lead with the current crons we have. The problem normally is Ahsoka lead has so much mastery ramp against Inks because I think it's whenever enemies gain TM, Ahsoka gains mastery, or Spectre allies gain mastery. And she has like, what, defense and protection mastery. So every time you dispel purge, you gain TM, and then she ramps her defense and mastery. So you run into issues where you can just time out on Ahsoka if she's in the lead. You'll probably still kill the sides, like with the crons we have right now, all the assisting and cooldown resets and stuff. I remember back when Ahsoka had just come out and Fulcrum had her DC and people were setting them together. There was like a team where you could bring Han, I think, or Dengar or something with instead of one of your inks, and it would break the patient's unique, which meant you didn't gain any TM, which meant Ahsoka didn't ramp her mastery, which was quite cool. I remember seeing that somewhere. I think I tried it myself once. Okay, let's do QA next. Where's Cam? So I think we can fairly comfortably format this. Great damage health, yeah. Bolt. Okay, so we want, what do we want? Galactic Republic. Health defense. I think we go for the extra crit damage probably. No stealth, which is fine, I think. Actually, we don't really need to format this. I could bring gas for safety. What else was on the board? It was Saw. Yeah, we've dropped a couple banners actually, so I am gonna 4-man this. I think, give myself some margin because we got the -3 with JMK, and then I think we dropped some more elsewhere. Okay, let's try for buff immunity on him.
Nice.
There we go. Now, AoE. Maybe should have done a buff immunity on Zal actually instead, but we should be able to ignore taunt here, yeah. Let's go for armor shred first. Drop up the damage. There's DI. No taunt, ignore. Let's get some speed. There we go, there's DI. It's honestly kind of ridiculous how hard Qui-Gon hits. You're going to gain crit immunity, aren't you? Yeah. Cooldown increase. Ultimate. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can probably pull that, get rid of that inspired. It's another DI, swap back. Armor shred over here. Let's save our middle actually. There we go.
Like that. Now I'm curious, do you sometimes like using Bad Batch Echo here? Because that's who I usually would take as a 5th if I were inclined to take a 5th.
I'm kind of more... I like bringing gas quite often, actually. I find it's just nice to have, you know, another big attacker doing AoEs. But, like, I haven't taken a full team in quite a while, I think.
Nice.
Because you can just... She's at 0 TM anyway, let's do this. Because the 4-man is pretty comfortable, like especially with the crons we have right now. Let's get rid of that defense up, I think. Like, Master Qui-Gon just hits ridiculously hard. With bulk level 3 plus. Are we going to be able to do this? Probably not. Queen's going to go first and resummon. Ben's going to come back. Yeah. Unless we can... No, that's not going to work. No one else is going. Yeah, because the bulk level 3, the extra crit damage from the level 6, Cam Unique feeds Master Qui-Gon so much offense in 5s that you just don't need a 5th.
Sure.
Like, I think this was even... It wasn't a crazy amount of health, but I've beaten like 400% defense crons with just a 4-man, and it's pretty easy.
Nice.
Current crons. In like different sets, maybe when we don't have such a... Okay, let me think about this. I want them both to get turns so they recover. He's back to full. I think Queen's full as well. So if we do this, Pow should go, he'll recover, and then that should be 66. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. This next. Probably gonna do Bane, I would think. I've heard Baylan can actually work here quite nicely against Bays. Like you just, they get tenacity up from somewhere, I think, so you just kind of TM train them. But I don't feel like risking that, so I think we're gonna go Bane. And then what else will we do? We'll do LV Jabba, probably Satele vs BB2. Maybe Great Mothers here. Yeah. And then we'll do Zori vs Bo. I guess the alternative would be Satele here. But I've only tried that versus Cassian lead. I don't know how it looks into Saw lead.
Okay.
It's a Relic 5 Cassian. It's not a crazy team. But I think we just stick with this. So I guess who are we gonna link? Probably like Baze and the summon maybe. Can't link Claire, can't link Leviathan. Cassian doesn't do that much damage at Relic 5. Neither does Saw. So I guess we just link the summon and Baze and hope for the best. Cooldown increase. Yeah, because we'll get some prot for that. And then the summon is Saw lead, so the summon does actually have a good amount of damage.
Right.
Let's see, and it's only a Relic 7 Claire, I think, so she's getting delted a little bit. Although still hitting pretty hard.
Ooh, Funky Boba Fett in the chat says, that Saw Cassian under cover team ate my JMK. Cat got death marked, hard targeted, and was yeeted out quickly. Took a defense plus health thick cron, so complete lack of damage to take everyone out and timed out. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I think I ran JMK versus this team. It was like a higher Relic version team last week, and I lost. I think I lost Snips, and then I nearly lost Padme as well. So it's not like against a really good Saw team. It's not the easiest fight in the world using JMK. Even this, I'm getting a little bit worried. Should have C taking a turn here. There we go. Okay, Baze down. Now we can link. I still can't link Claire. Maybe it would have been best. I'm going to remove some of the summons offense. Although that was stupid. That fed them a bunch of offense from hitting the summon. Okay, let's get you linked. Probably want to link Cassian, but the summon is doing a lot of damage. I'm going to link the summon again, actually.
Bane's purpose, Baze's purpose in this team is to strip buffs off of whoever's attacking it. If it's going to be JMK, it could at least strip buffs. If it's not JMK, it's going to strip buffs a lot because he's going to gain turn here.
Middle here, don't we?
Middle
Yeah, there we go. Okay. To get a little bit close now.
Yeah, a little worrisome, but you made it.
Yeah. Are we going to get full banners? No. 67 is not that bad.
Nope. Not at all.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to say actually, if you do JMK into a Cassian team, so the level 15, it deals damage to undermined enemies when allies gain bonus TM, right? So normally it's like you hit the summon, everyone gains TM, and then you deal damage to enemies. JMK, you'd think, right, you know, no bonus TM, so no damage. So you're fine, but you're not actually, because funnily enough, the summon can still gain bonus TM against JMK. So you'll, I watched back my fight, I recorded it and I watched it back, and whenever you hit the summon, it still gains TM, and then deals damage to the whole enemy team, because they're all undermined. Which kind of contributes into my Snips biting the dust. I think it's just because, like, the Leviathan summon loads in after JMK's put his TM blocker out, because he does his TM block on a unique, even though it's in his lead. It's the code is in a placeholder unique, so it's just order of operations things. I think we're probably gonna do. I think you can 4-man this actually, but we are fairly ahead on banners, I think, so maybe let's just play it safe. Like, don't really want to time out. Yeah, Amplify Agony's probably good. no Embo. I guess the only thing that could screw with me now is a Levy on defense. But he did. He killed my Levy for fairly high banners, I'm gonna say.
Okay. Almost certainly Levy mirrored them.
Yeah, because it could have been endurance.
For high banners?
You can, if you get lucky, you can get quite high banners with endurance. Actually, with certain starting lineups, because you don't lose anyone if you get lucky, and then you just ult with mace, and you know the protection up keeps you alive. Obviously, if you get bad RNG, you can lose people, but yeah, Exec wouldn't get good banners. And Home 1 Empire also wouldn't get good banners. I think we AoE here just for damage. Yeah, Home 1 Empire bleeds quite a lot, so I don't think it was that. So it probably was a Levy mirror he tried. Yeah, I think we could have quite easily full-man this, actually. I'll know for next time. Mastery. He's only got 6, so that's just basic.
Hera asks, would you have dropped DCT for your 4-man?
Yeah, I think you drop DCT. Because CX is still quite nice. For Order 66 and stuff.
Yep.
And actually, I forget if it's on his Omi or not. I don't think it's on his Omi. The clause where LV gets 25% ult charge whenever Order 66 gets applied. I think it's just on his normal unique. So that is quite nice to have. I could be wrong on that. Let's find out. The second one. Yeah, here it is. Gains 25% ult charge whenever Order 66 is applied. So CX is quite nice. And you'll notice like DCT hasn't really done much this fight because there's not been much Order 66 on the field because we've just killed them too fast before we can apply it. And now we should start spamming. There's probably been a third. Should start spamming Order 66 on Jabba. Mastery. And that should do it. Nice. 1 minute 30 left. Yeah, and I was talking for a bit of that, so probably could have done it in 2. So yeah, you could probably drop DCT. I think I might have seen that in Dadadann's history last week, actually. I think he was 4-manning Jabba with LV. Okay. So I'm thinking Satele up here. Because we're going to block bonus TM. So Crosshair's not going to be gaining any bonus TM. We'll have buff immunity for Shorty. We've also got a revive, and we've got, like, you know, I forgot I still have this Cron, actually. This is normally my JML Cron, but we didn't bring it with him, so
yeah,
I now have this available.
Yeah, that's a killer.
Yeah, this only took me 1 reroll of the level 8 to get.
Wow.
Well, I had to reroll the 2 and the 1 and the 2 and the 4 and the 5, but Nat rolled 1 level 7 prot roll, and then I rerolled the level 8 once, and it hit prot as well.
Incredible.
So then I spent a bunch of rerolls getting all the lower levels in order as well, which was pretty nice. Wondering if we probably want Bastila. probably an argument to dropping Jolie, but I think we just do this. Just get rid of Schwartzy before she can cause any problems. This is only a one-turn taunt, isn't it? Yeah. But equally, we might just kill people. Close. Yeah, definitely could have 3-man this. Cool.
Beautifully
Nice and
done.
simple. Alright, now we're gonna do... I think we do Great Mothers here.
Oh, okay, yeah. See them.
Should I be worried about Grievous?
Hmm.
We have BB2, we have Seer. And Maz probably beats this. Actually, yeah, Maz probably beats this.
And I'm going to leave the stream going, so feel free to fight this out. I'm just going to run and grab a drink real quick, so I'll be right back.
Sure. Sounds good. Okay, let's go for... What do we want here? Health, defense, crit damage. I don't really want... Actually, we don't really care about preload. Like, it's not the Ahsoka fight. We can have Morgan going first. How are we gonna play this? I guess we do just Doom BT, I suppose. What do we want to Doom Grievous? Probably being a bit paranoid, but I'm wondering about... I'm just kind of scared of Grievous AoE killing Spirit.
Alright.
So highest defense 220. Buffs on basic. This might be nicer actually. We're probably getting more benefit from the extra offense up anyway, and we get some extra defense and health.
Showing everybody on screen real quick what I'm having a little sip of here. When I was on my vacation this weekend here, went up to Frankenmuth, Michigan. They get this rye whiskey here from the Grand Traverse Distillery. Great stuff.
Very nice. She's gonna summon... I forget if the droid taunts turn 1 or if it's just... when...
It does not.
Aphra Laptos anyway. Oh wait, this could be... That was almost very bad. Yeah, 4-man.
That was
Maybe I should have preload. That was very concerning actually, because now she's not gonna swarm, which is bad. And we have healing immunity on her.
Yeah, you're also about to get the Mass Assist.
Yeah. And that didn't even kill. Oh my god. Oh fuck. It's the GAC.
Yeah.
Now you're taunting. Oh, we don't have foresight. This isn't gonna kill. Oh, god damn.
Oh my god.
Yes. So.
Well, that's it.
Oh.
See if we can maybe get a kill here. Nope, no kill.
How
Wow.
about that?
Specifically cursed.
I mean, you'll get it there.
Surely,
This is-
surely, right?
Surely?
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still taunting,
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
and that's DTP gone. Fuck. Yeah, no more foresight. God damn it. Probably still submit that. BT's dead. Okay, so now I'm not sure we're gonna have enough to, because he did drop as well, so we're even on drops now. But the thing is, I think he's been a lot cleaner on the rest of the teams. So how do we want to handle this? I'm not even sure I can undermount this with anything. Baylan's not going to do well undermanning. BB2 is kind of like, well, it's kind of a soft counter to BB2. And I wouldn't feel comfortable undermanning with BB2.
Yeah, awesome. Like
So I think it might just have to be like Zori. What's that, sorry?
Tier 3 format, maybe?
I might use Seer against the Aphra team, honestly.
Okay.
Because like that's not going to be easy to clean up. Them starting preloaded. Like BT is dead, but still. So I think I'd just rather take like the 65 here. Grab some potency.
Yeah, now this is a cool
Yeah.
fight to see. This was your
Yeah, this should be
yeah,
okay.
this was always the plan.
Yeah, this was what
Yeah.
I was going to do from the beginning. It might take a while to get through them just because they have this level 3, but once they hit 100 stacks, we should be good. I probably should have checked speeds, but we're fine. Yeah, okay. How do we play this? I think we just go for Bam because he goes into birds turn 1. Yep. Zori's in the wrong spot. No stun. There's my stun. So how do we do this again? We want to kill him on a swap, so let's just do this. We might just want to get rid of IG. So then if this kills, which it should. No, it didn't kill. Okay. Let's try one more time. Because I'm trying to prevent Paz getting his bonus turn, basically. Are we going to overflow? Yeah, I think we'll have enough TM. Yeah. I think we have to hit these exposes, don't we? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now we can kill him because he doesn't get his bonus turn because we he gets a bonus turn when he dies, right? And he then, does an AoE, steals banners.
Right.
But TM swaps take precedence over
Overflow.
bonus turns.
Oh, okay.
Which means resistance hero Finn, if you kill him on a swap, you will overtake him and then, just swarm him and kill him. We're just waiting here for Bo to hit 100 stacks of Ancestral Resolve and then she will start dying.
And what about her getting 100 stacks of Ancestral Resolve is needed for us to finish the fight?
She stops
So
recovering from the buff.
Yeah, so every time she gets it, she's increasing her max health, which kind of, because of how like max health increase is coded, is effectively her recovering. So now you'll see her health will start going down and stop going back up. Although she is kind of close to taking a turn. She did get a bit of TM there. I think we lost our train for a bit. This fight normally doesn't take this long. It's just because we failed to kill Paz on a couple of the swaps. But there we go. Still had a minute and a half left.
Really nicely done.
Okay, now we got to figure this out. For like 9 team. I'm kind of inclined to say BB2 can do this. Because GG has healing immunity on basic, which is going to get dispelled and turned into healing for us. How could this go wrong?
Bobby in the chat says, God, please do Malgus, Livid. Don't disappoint me.
I'm not trying Malgus. I've done that before, and it's really awful in 5s because I think it's her unique Omi. Yeah, you get like 10 dots on... Oh no, it's more than that. It's like 18 dots because they're relic 9. Oh wait, no. 10 dots, yeah. Whenever you kill a droid, the person who killed them gets 10 dots, and Malgus's team doesn't really have any cleansing, so you just lose a lot of banners at the end.
Thank you for the follow, Yue Mika.
Okay. Baylan probably is fine, but Baylan has no recovery. Seer is also probably fine, but like I could kind of see a really bad opening where we have crew for a pre-taunt, but again, there's not much recovery on the Seer team.
Would
Oh, I
Spirit
didn't
just
even
be...
wait. I have Jango as well, actually. I forgot about that. We would now... She's only going to get 50% TM now because there's no BT1 alive. Which means we'll overflow her, right? So then... Yeah, we could just do Jango. Oh, I should have done Jango to begin with. I forgot about that. Because I think we would have still gone before her. She's 301. Yeah, Grief would have outrun her. Fuck. Oops, not you. Yeah, this would have been a really clean 65, actually, if I'd thought of this. That sucks. Okay. Do we want Zark? Do we even need 4 people? We should probably bring a full team.
I've heard this thinking before, fighting the Aphra team.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Night Trooper would have made a difference, to be honest, because
I don't know either.
Our Morgan was already... Well, she had doubt, healing immunity, buff immunity, torture before we got a turn. Maybe I should have blessed Morgan, actually. Because then she wouldn't have had her TM removed. So we would have got the Swarm into the Frenzy. Yeah, it may have been a blessed Morgan. So that was probably a misplay on my part. Anyway, let's see if we can make up for it here. With this, I don't think I'm missing anything here. There's no debuffs at the start. So, yeah. Okay, let's get a burning out there. Prevent TM gain. Do we just kill Rios? Close. Oh, that's funny. Jango. Wait, why did Mando assist? Oh, does a Sarge basic call like a... I don't know. Anyway, it should be fine. We'll just do this. Kill Grievous. We'll get rid of you first. Do have to be careful of those dots, but we should have a cleanse from grief. Let's do this. There we go. So let's get a cleanse going. Get rid of those dots.
Yeah. On that.
No reason to stun. So why did Mando overflow Jango? Or overflow grief, rather. I wasn't paying attention enough to see if he assisted. But he probably would have had to. What could it have been? Is there reactive days or something? No idea. I'll have to look at that later. Let's just basic. Do we want to snipe? Probably fine to snipe. And then, which one's the stun?
It's E.
It's the middle, isn't it? 2-turn stun. Lose 15 TM. Try it. Nice. You're missing a banner. Let's see if we can maybe stall this out. Probably not going to be able to, because as soon as a Sarge takes a turn, Aphra probably dies. Nope. And Grief's back to full. Perfect.
Ready there.
And that was our only dispel though, so. One turn. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have started with that. That's my fault.
Fair.
And it's probably cost us the match, but oh well. 1398.
Do you happen to know what his ground score was?
Ah, there is a levy on defense.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting. Okay, so he just got good banners then, I guess, with exec.
Nice.
On my levy. So yeah, fair.
Oh, breaking up a little bit here.
This might have been a run ender. Sorry, it says my connection is...
No, you stabilized there.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're back. We can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, so I have my own exec. What else was on the board? Mal. Okay. Can I actually win this? Let's find out. So what, 1848 minus 1398 minus 219. I think that means no. Need to average 77 banners to win. Well, I guess one higher than that because I'm lower GP. So I do not think that's possible.
Bit tough.
Yeah, exec. If we did exec here, which would be like the highest banner counter, because I have my Galactic Republic on defense, this would be at best maybe like a 74 or a 75. If you get really, really lucky. I guess he did get a 74, so that means he did that. I think it was a 74. Might be misremembering. But seeing as we can't win, because that would be a 74, we'd have to get like 79s on both of these, which is just not happening.
Yeah.
So we'll try something fun instead. We'll do this. So it's Scythe, Bomber, Advanced, and then you want B-Wing. And I think it's just Defender, isn't it?
They're going to pay out
Yeah.
that prediction for one or more on Twitch.
Oh yeah, sorry to disappoint everybody. Great mothers were the ones that cost me. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything here. He's probably got Phantom Mark 6, which I think is better for this counter, if I remember. And yeah, let's get started.
Looking forward to this.
Gonna have to remind myself of the strat here. Okay, so do they hit? Okay, so this is a third, and this is just a basic. Do a buff pull. Okay, so we're gonna lose B-Wing, that means I think this is a this is a basic. Yeah, because B-Wing outruns home 1 and dies to the thermals. You have days, you have days. Okay, so this is kind of a bad RNG scenario. If we swarm, we'll get only the Scythe assist. We could cleanse. They're just gonna get redazed is the thing. Yeah, I don't think there's any point really cleansing. It would just be for the heal. And Defender's already full HP.
Might be worth doing for Defender, though.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about maybe pushing damage.
Scythe?
Yeah, it does have 17 stacks. We'll do that. Yeah, like that was a decent hit. I think now we can do the burning. And then we want this to get through the first life perfect. And then Vader comes in and hopefully one shot. That's nice.
Ooh!
Kind of wondering about just basicing here.
Well, wouldn't you want to heal Vader? You can get a banner back.
They're going to bring out Mark 6 next turn. Which means it's going to delete somebody. Oh, wait, no, they haven't even brought out Phantom yet, have they?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm tripping. Okay, we just do this on Vader. And then possibly
And Defender?
just...
And Defender? Rid of the...
I'm just thinking, are we going to lose more banners by stalling? Because Levy's going to go do a basic on someone, and that might take away more banners than we'd be gaining. I think we just basic. I think Defender's probably within range anyway. Oh, it didn't even kill. Cool. Sith fighter anyway. Yeah, okay. Kill. Oh, I forgot about that. God. Take
The dodge of the gods.
Now I think we heal. Because that cleanses. Yeah, okay, that worked out quite nicely actually. Then we'll stun because you have foresight. I think there's going to be a base. Oh, they got the fucking capture. Okay. Yeah, we probably should have done a scythe basic instead of healing Vader. Because we had 27 stacks, it would have just killed and ended the fight. But like, we'll still win here. We're just losing. I think we lost.
I still
like,
think
one
that
banner
it's
on
going to
scythe.
credit you the one banner for full health on Vader. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it did. We had 3. We just lost the protection banner on scythe is what we lost, I think. But I mean, it's like that's kind of like the expected outcome. That kind of range of banners.
Nice.
Okay, what should we do here then? We've got Prof and we've got Exec. Let's do Prof up here.
I do like that myself when I see Endurance.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to do Prof against. Although I don't really want to do Exec first. Either. You can lose banners there. What's the best way of doing this? Let's do Prof here. I know there's a lot of horror stories out there about Prof losing to Malevolence because you get 0 assists, but I think if you farm kills on like the vulture droids, you can actually end up with pretty good banners. Let's do this once. Because every time you kill a vulture, it resummons a new one. And then I think it's in Prof Unique or something says whenever, let's go for a kill. Nice. Whenever enemies are summoned, you gain a bunch of bonus prot up rather.
Nice.
So you kind of just keep your team alive by farming the vulture droids and then wait until you hit ultimate.
Smart call. Yeah. Most of the time you're thinking to avoid killing the vultures to not be turn meter to Mal, but you can safely end this fight so much sooner than needing to worry about a Mal ultimate.
Yeah. And there's also no bonus TM for Mal because we're using Prof. Now, having said that, we might lose. Okay, they went for MILF. That's good. I think we do this now. Maybe we pull him out of stealth next turn. I want to get rid of the taunt. Force taunt. Yeah, let's get rid of the stealth. There's another vulture, so we get more bonus prot. And actually, I don't want to kill here. I want to make sure we get our ultimate for the +1. Not like it matters, but... I was very close to killing Y-Wing. I think we'll still get full banners because we should get a crit. We didn't get a crit, but we get the credit for 4 ships dying.
Yes,
okay,
you do.
-1. So that's 75. But 76 because of the +1 from killing the cap ship. Yeah, that was quite annoying. I think if we got the crit, we would have actually got full banners. I think you want Hound's Tooth start here. And then we just do this. I think you go after 5s first. Stun, nice. More target lock. Let's mark Marauder. I kind of like killing Marauder first whenever I do this fight because if you leave it alive until like you delete their cap ship, it can kind of go crazy because it gets like whatever the buff is.
Yep.
Plan 99 or something, I think.
Plan 99. Yeah, or something else. I know
the other one's called. About.
Yeah, the Bad Batch or something.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's the worst situation you could put yourself in is that, and they're the last ship on the field.
Yep.
Then they're at their absolute strongest, and man, that's tough.
Yep. Anakin, there go my banners. It's fine. All right, 5 turns. Let's try and stall it out a little bit. Or not.
So far, so good.
Okay, next time we should have ult.
Yeah, draw it out for ult. That is the way.
I don't think we're going to make it to a death mark, unfortunately. I think doing this might actually be less damage if we call like Hound's
If you
Tooth.
call the tank, yeah.
Yeah. There's the ultimate.
Nice.
I think this might also be less damage. Because basic hits like 5 times. 4 times. Yeah, okay, -2 probably. Yeah, 2 turns still. Okay, not bad. Could have been better.
Yeah.
That was -3, in fact, actually. I think Hound's Tooth was missing one.
Hmm.
Okay, so final score, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty decisive win for him. He
That's
was
close.
a lot more efficient. In fact, hold on, how much was he? Got like a 74 on Levy. I got a 67, I think, so he was up 7 banners. So yeah, it wasn't even the Levy. It was just he played more efficiently than me. So very well played to Dadadann.
You still here, Dadadann? The conquering heroes left. All right, no worries. Oh no, he's still here. He's just on mute. Guy probably passed out in his chair. Late now. There. But Livid, would you? Well, first of all, thank you for making yourself available. Sorry you didn't get the win today. Would you like to walk us through again through your attack summary for the people?
Yep, of course. Okay, so we'll start with the bottom wall. So we started off with Traya versus Mace. We took a full team. In hindsight, probably could have taken 4-man, maybe even a 3-man. It was a pretty safe fight. Nothing too crazy. Then we did JML versus Cobb. I tried a 3-man. I did lose, I think, 2 banners, so it ended up being a 65, which is the same as just bringing a full team. So, a bit of room for improvement there. Baylan, we did SLK. That was an easy 3-man, full banners. JMK versus EP was the final fight, and we lost Snips because she got the kill on Palpatine. In hindsight, probably shouldn't have ulted so early, because we could have maybe just killed EP with like JMK basics or something, and avoided Snips getting the kill and killing herself from the EP level 9. Then we tackled the back wall next, so we'll go in chronological order. GSyn lead Ahsoka. This is placed to try and stop me using Great Mothers, which it successfully did. It gives everybody on the team plus 150 speed, so you don't go first. Syndulla fractures Morgan, and you just kind of, it all becomes a loss from there. Instead, what we did was Reva. Reva's quite easy against General Syndulla lead, especially with the crons we have right now. You just kind of spam buttons and they all die. Next up was QA versus Ray. That was a 4-man, pretty comfortable. Nothing too crazy. Other than, I guess I will just say, Master Qui-Gon Relic 10 is very, very nice. For anyone who's looking for Relic 10 recommendations, Master Qui-Gon is very nice. Next up was Saw. We used to see Bane. It got a little bit close at points, maybe against like a higher relic Kalea. It could have been a different outcome, but it was I think a full banner win. Maybe we lost 1 on Bane. Don't recall. And then top wall, we did Satele versus this BB2 team. It was an interesting idea, placing Shorty with BB2. Because I guess what do people normally use on them? I guess like JML, so maybe it's like hoping to steal banners with the Shorty AoE, but she just didn't get to move. We swarmed her turn 1 and she died, and then it was a pretty simple fight. Could have probably undermanned that as well. Well, we did underman it, but undermanned it more. LV versus Jabba was next. Took a full team in, but again, probably could have 4-manned it. That's really the difference here between our scores, is he was a lot more, I guess, confident with undermanning a lot of my teams, whereas I played it a bit safe because I assumed I wasn't going to drop to my, which was my downfall, I guess, because then this Aphra team killed my great mothers, which was not fun to see. But yeah, I'm not sure there's much else we could have done differently in that fight. Maybe Blessing Morgan would have changed things, but the real solution would have just been using Jango. I didn't think to use Jango, and it cost me. So, yeah, with that extra 20 banners, we would have been ahead. And what was the last team? Oh yeah, we did Zori versus Bo. That's always a fun fight. Nice,
That
easy
was a good
65. And then last but not least, fleets. Levy, we did the home 1 plus Empire counter, where you use Scythe, TIE Advanced, and TIE Bomber. And it's not the best banners, but it's very consistent. You're generally always looking at like between 66 and like you can get up to 70 if your B-Wing lives. I think my B-Wing is low stars. I think it's like 6 stars or something. Oops, if we go and have a look. Oops, that's not what I meant to click. Oh no, it's 7 stars. Never mind, I'm lying. So I guess we just lost it. But I've had fights before where, B-Wing lives, maybe the targeting is different, and then you end up with more banners by the end. But it's still not, you're still going to struggle to get above 70 banners. So it's, if you want high banners on Levy, you probably want to go for something like Exec. Will get you maybe like 71 plus. And then the rest of the fleets were pretty simple. We did Prof versus Mal, lost a banner because of a swarm, I think, on our Y-Wing at the end. And then Exec versus Endurance, which we lost 2 banners on, I think, or 3 banners, just from being unable to stall long enough. But we'd already lost by that point, so I wasn't too concerned. And yeah, that wraps things up, I think. So GG's to Dadadann. And yeah, thanks for having me on, Tass. It was a pleasure.
Oh, very much my pleasure. You're definitely one of the people I talk with more often on my Discord about, technical details in the game. So really great to have somebody with so much knowledge of the game getting to put on a show for the people. So thank you so much for making yourself available. I know it's getting late for you over there. So yeah, really appreciate you carving out the time.
Yeah, great. Thanks, man.
All right.
Anything I guess I will. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, but before I let you go and cut you loose and do my wrap up and everything, anything else you wanted to say to the people? The stage is yours.
Sorry, Hera. I know you bet a lot of channel points on me not dropping. Sorry to disappoint. And Zach, if you're watching, sorry I didn't use Zori versus Ray, but I didn't want to risk it against Zalbar, so here you go. But yeah, that concludes everything, I think. So yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh, again, my pleasure. And hopefully we'll be able to do that again. Lord knows with the number of Erodiums I get, there's good odds on that. So yeah, have you again soon.
Yeah, great. Okay.
All right, guys, it's about ready to wrap things up. I'm seeing all of the thanks and appreciation in the chat. Glad you guys enjoyed the show. Always a pleasure to put these on. And yeah, I'll throw up my own screen now. But yeah, if you want to stay in touch in between episodes, there's the link to my Discord. If you're catching me here live, then you know I'm already here at twitch.tv/Tassenix. I also live stream from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. Whole bunch of Slug-related content that I think you may be interested in. Anything you like over there, please give it a like. Hit subscribe to the channel to see more. Follow me on Twitch. All fantastic ways to support the channel for free. If you want to go above and beyond the call of duty to support me, there are a few ways. I do have a Cash App that is $Tassenix. I do have a PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. It's not how Gmail is spelled. And of course, if you're interested in getting some enhanced Grand Arena scouting power for yourself, early access to my content, including the Plotting and Scheming podcast and a few other benefits besides, you may be interested in becoming a patron. So check out patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. I've had a few patrons engage my coaching services, whether that's for working on their roster or for Grand Arena. They've liked it so far. They encourage me to mention it more, and this is the only slide I have mentioning it all, so here's me mentioning it. So if you're interested, please inquire. But otherwise, you can enter the TAS House at VIP access level for as little as $5 a month. And you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming show that is coming out to our general audience Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. Patrons have it as early as Monday or Tuesday night, depending on when we sit down to record, giving you early insight going into that first round of the week. In addition, I will occasionally make patron-exclusive videos that you'll have at least a month ahead of the general public. And of course, a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where I am usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to all of my patrons here at VIP Access. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's that tool that I show at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs that give you an easily understood sense of your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of that report with embedded links that when you click them, takes you right back into Swugga.gg or Insight, whichever you use. And it'll have data pre-sorted, just helping you further minimize and focus your scouting efforts. Alternatively, you may spring for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster using the powerful automation feature. You can help out your guild in TW, slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, and so much more. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you to all of my patrons subscribed here. At VIP Access Premium, that is $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. So, Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all in one price. Going out and getting those two bots anywhere else costs the same as this triple bundle, which is why so many of my patrons say it is one of the best values in the game. Thank you to all of my patrons here at VIP Access Premium. I know you guys enjoy the double bots. At the top of the list for my most generous supporters in Justice Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper, a madman who drops in from time to time and just goes crazy, drops hundreds of gift subs, thousands of biddies, incredible support over the years. Thank you so much for everything, Nomads. Likewise, to Pills, who will sometimes show up right towards the end of streams and just start handing out, 10 gift subs here, 100 gift subs there. I never know what quite to expect, but it is always appreciated. Thank you so much, Pills. Special thanks goes out to the Lost Swamp Rat, one of my patrons who goes above and beyond, not just for me, but for so many other content creators in our game, helping us all out with our technical issues, with our streaming setups in the background. Thank you, as always, Swamp Rat, for the time and attention. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me something to eat or drink while I'm live here on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best like no one ever was at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, to my co-hosts on the Plotting and Scheming show, Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, it is my pleasure and privilege to record our show every week. I know we've got a recording coming up here in the, tomorrow to cover this last week. Oh, wait, that is, that's going to be the week 2 episode. That's right. So, I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys experience because, I've had kind of a dud of a week myself. And I'm so glad that you guys show up for every recording because, there's always something to talk about between the 5 of us there. And I hope that you guys as well, enjoy picking up something occasionally from our conversations. But it isn't about us. It is about the listeners, the viewers tuning in. And they're letting us know, whether it's a comment on YouTube, DM on Discord, something, that we're having an impact on their GAC game. People are picking up actionable intelligence. It's helping them win their rounds. We are having the intended effect that we wanted to with our show. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. 3+ years on, and I would not change a thing. Shut up, Loot Flash. Bothing and cheating. Yeah, it was a good tongue tie there. Yeah, it was not one of my finer moments. Anyways, we made it to the end here. Let's see about rating you guys out first. Let's see what we got going over on YouTube. Redirect. Scribe's still live. Sending you out the door to Scribe, YouTube folks. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you next time. All right. Yeah, I know. It was not one of my finer moments, Luke. All right, and then Scribe's also up there. Let's go ahead and give the man our love. All right. Raid has begun. Make ready to depart. Shields up. Weapons online. Yes, I had no real fights all week this week. I'll let you guys know what the future looks like for week 3. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't have a lot of activity here until we go back to 3 versus 3. But I'll do my best. If I can bring you real rounds, I will. And if I can't, I'll try and get you some guest streams. But until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.